Edo Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo don talk say in government don restructure the security plan for inside the state, pursue kidnappers from hot zones, and don also reduce court wahala well for the state, say im dey serious to build new Edo wey go protect im people and deliver real results. As in dey talk for Democracy Day event for Government House Benin City, the governor come yarn say over 2,500 people wey military and police train dey now to guard our streets, schools and villages, and say the strategy wey dem plan na with the help from community intelligence and Edo State Security Corps dem take run am. Governor Okpebholo come also hail President Bola Tinubu say na real hero of our time and come add say from Abiola own legacy, President draw division for renewed hope. Oga Governor come also here and say June 12 na reminder say democracy na call to justice, unity and purpose.
I want to congratulate us, Edo people. I want to say today, I stand before you not just as a governor, but a grateful son of this great land. One who believes in the promise of our state and the future we are building together. June 12 reminds us that democracy is not just a system of government. It is a call to justice, unity, and purpose. I want to commend a true hero of our time, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In the face of immense pressure and uncertainty, he did what many before him could not do. He stood bold. Removing the fuel subsidy, this was a decision long overdue. What previous administration, right from President Obasanjo to President Jonathan Goodluck, what they could not do, this man did it in a twinkle of an eye. He removed the fuel subsidy. It can only take courage to do that. His leadership is rooted in sacrifice and long-term thinking. For that, the same courage that defined Chief M.K. Abiola, despite the odds against him, Abiola stood for the people, for democracy, and for Nigerians, where hope would thrive. It is from this legacy that President Tinubu draw the vision of a new hope agenda for Nigerians. Today, we in Edo State, we are benefiting, we are proud to key into the new hope agenda of Mr. President. As a state, we no longer standing in the shadow. We are now rising. We are building a new Edo State, a state that works, a state that protects its citizens and its people, and that delivers the tangible results. Our security architecture has been restructured. We have flushed kidnappers out of key zones and drastically reduced courtesy to its barest minimum. We did not achieve this by chance. We did it through deliberate strategy, community intelligence, and the creation of Edo State Security Corps. Today, over 2,500 have been trained by the military and the police, are currently being deployed to keep the streets, schools, villages safe. There are not just mere policies. They are hard work, thinking, and deliberation of leaders that come together to say, yes, let's move Edo State forward. It's a life-changing action. We'll continue to fight the fight to keep Edo State safe. As we celebrate democracy today, let us continue to uphold the value of our culture, unity and progress that define our journey as people. Let us declare We are not here to make noise. We are here to make impact. And with your continuous support, Edo will not just be a heartbeat of the nation, it will be standard to beat. I want to thank Edo people once more. I pray that God will sustain us, God will keep us alive to witness the transformation that is already taking place in Edo State.
Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Nagweba, could come salute the governor for how he take carry everybody along, even across party line. A constant promise say the house go work with Anwela, make him fulfill all the campaign promises when he promised Edo people. Edo APC Chemo Emperor Jared Tenebe come also talk say the governor come save Edo from 8 years of anti-democratic wahala and come also hail Naija and Edo people for 26 years of uninterrupted democracy.
For finding me very, for finding worthy and trustworthy to have left me as a speaker even when I was in opposition. As they said, some spoke just now, that your humility has no pay. Your humility has no pay, and that is what is keeping you moving. And do not forget the past. I think it's from the past you know that I don't betray. And I want to also thank you for giving me that heavy reception. It was a professional reception when I joined this party. Ring Road was not. I was going to Ring Road when it was asking, is it because speaker, they locked up Ring Road? Excellency, I want to commend you for that honor you gave to me that very day. I want to also let you know, Excellency, that you cannot finish your own job in those states. You can only do your best. You can only do your best. There is no time you can finish all the jobs in those states. It's not possible. And we as a house, I want to assure you, I will join you to make sure your best is achieved. On behalf of my members, I know I had a tete-a-tete with you, that there's no time you can actualize the jobs in those states with the IGRO and the FAC money. We have to give you facility. And anytime you are ready to pick facility to the government state, we are ready as a house to grant you the facility. We are in charge. So I thank you, Your Excellency. We are going to join you to move this state forward.
The proper democracy was experienced in Nigeria. And after that, all the anti-democratic vices that ran this country aground were defeated on that day. That is the reason for the celebration. Today, we now have true democracy in Edo State. We now have a governor who has a listening ear. We now have a governor who is performing. We now have a governor who respects the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We now have a governor who understands separation of powers. That is the reason why I feel we now have proper democracy in Edo State, and that's the reason why I'm making this advice. You know, when a good man is coming, there are a lot of things that will happen. A lot of people will try to prevent that person from coming, especially a Messiah.
For in good way message, APC leader for Edo Senatorial District and former director for Abiola SDP Campaign Council for June 12, 1993, Senator Matthew Rohide, come remind the people of how Edo takes support Abiola that year, while APC leader Pastor Sage Ize-Iyamu come praise the governor for how he take make APC strong well and come become majority for Edo House.
Today, June 12, 2025, is quite an auspicious time to get our knowledge of the kingdom about our political history. I remember very precisely that June 12, 1993, I was a young man, and I was very privileged to be the director of administration of the Hope 93 campaign organization at the headquarters in Lagos. The theme of that campaign was Hope 93. The symbol for that struggle was the person of the late Flashpoints. We have coordinators along the rank and file of our political structure in the country. The man who was the coordinator of that campaign in the Senate at that time was the president of Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The chairman of the party, of the SDP, Social Democratic Party at that time, was the person of late Chief Tony Aneni. And the general of that campaign was the late Senator Jonathan Silas Regina. I was the director of administration and logistics. I don't share providence. Today, in Nigeria, what we are commemorating is what has constituted the watershed of our politics, which is June 12 struggle. A couple of others are here seated in this hall. We are very well associated with that struggle. Not many of you. Many. Rosa, Adams, and their lives, including the women that are joining us today. Very many of you. I want to say today we have a renewed hope agenda. What we have on here was Hope 93, the hope agenda. What happened to the vote was our coordinator in the Senate, which was the higher political structure as far as the National Assembly was concerned. Today is the president of the country, with his renewed hope agenda. Tony Aneni was the chairman of that party, of the SDP. Today, the governor of Edo State, Senator Okpebholo, is a protege to Tony Aneni. I just decided to rekindle our history, our minds on what is happening. God has put things together. He said He has put things in pleasant places. As President Bola Tinubu is at the national level doing great works for our people, the protege of Tony Aneni is doing wonders at the state level. We cannot hope for less. The only thing that God has done for us is that God has made today possible. For us to see that what was supposed to be a retardation, a drawback, a letdown in our forward movement and our political development, in our social development, today God has rearranged for us. This is the perspective from which some of us see this whole thing. And we are grateful to God for the privilege that we have to be contributors to this struggle. And our governor, I want to tell you that this celebration has just begun. We see this celebration. Happy birthday. Thank you very much.
By dialogue, by performance. Every day, the two people are beginning to see the dividends of democracy without MOU. The man does not talk. He does not talk, but we are seeing projects. I told him and said there are some things that they say, and perhaps we see it as an insult. But I told him that those who call you Malebita, they call you good Malebita. You are Malebiting well. Things are getting better. And they will get better in Jesus' name. congratulate all of you. We will not be where we are without you. Democracy is government of the people, for the people and by the people. For those of you who have not gotten the dividends of democracy, it's just a matter of time. You will get your own. Because the governor that we have is a promise keeper. I know that we will not disappoint.
Former Deputy Governor Pius Odubu, General Sesi Esehagbe retired, Barrister Asem Ojezwa, Dr. Ernest Afolabi Umahie, and other APC chieftains for their own goodwill messages talk say,
we were in government after the problematic Oshobole could have done all the speaking they say Okpebholo and talk. Now again, you have no distinguished senator Asa Koriodo Ruide very eloquent. Then the pastor politician very eloquent. They have now come to me, the villager now, to come and talk. Hello. Now we are villagers that know me that we do not see something that is good. And when we see it, we speak to it. I just want to adopt all that was said by the Distinguished Senator Martin Ruide and Pastor Ise Iyamu. It's instructive because we, all three of us, including me, were part of the June 12 saga. We all participated in the election and played our various roles. Let me just add that Edo State played more than just Chief Tony Anene in that election. The chairman also of NRC was Chief Tommy Kimi. Both of them Edo State. So Edo State role was very, very critical. In 1993, it was Hope, 1993. In 2023, it was renewed hope. 2024 is Edo State, hope has risen in Edo State. I think SDP a little to the left, NRC a little to the right. But in practical political terms, SDP was Christian to be of the progressive fold. So Abiola was of the progressive fold. One short way to celebrate, to keep that hope alive, is for us to keep recruiting people to join the progressive fold. That is why today I want to commend Okpebholo for embarking on a very, very aggressive exercise to bring in more people into the progressive fold. The best way you can celebrate an event is to add value to that event. Okpebholo Rescue, I thank you for this exercise. And for those of you that have come to join us, Distinguished Senator Neda Emmanuel, Reverend Igariwa, they have seen Okpebholo Rescue have made a believer out of them. They have seen the good work that he is doing. He has started well. And I pray for him amen, that God should give him the grace to finish well. Okpebholo, you are a rescuer. God bless you. Let us keep on keeping on. Happy Democracy Day to everyone. 1999, when I contested the race of radio and lost, by 1983 I journeyed to Lagos. Then that was during the second tenure of the governor of Lagos State, our present president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And in the course of our discussion, he suggested, he said, I wish this country, Obasanjo, create and put a day aside to celebrate the good work of this great man. But are we not celebrating it today? Having said that, I don't want to waste your time. I want to advise us. It's very important when we come to hall like this, we laugh, we smile, we clap our hands. The survival of democracy depends on each and every one of us, not just the government. Pastor Zeyamu mentioned it. I have not seen any government anywhere in the world that can satisfy all the supporters, but the governor that make a reasonable attempt to do so. All of us, including you, including me,
Pastor talking about the mathematics of it. He was talking about the history of it. But I'm talking about the anatomy of June 12. I think I'm in a very, very privileged position to talk about June 12. Because I was one of those people that did it as a military officer. And I'm now on the other side with my privileged son, I'm part of the people that also rescued June 12. June 12, I think, represents justice, fairness, equity. That is why I'm very proud as a Western today that June 12, justice, equity, fairness, and sense of belonging are going to stay in those states. And I want to thank the good people of Edo South, the good people of Edo North, in defining the true meaning of justice, equity, and fairness. That is why 2025, June 12 in Edo State is symbolic. Symbolic in the sense that where hope meets faith, there's going to be a good program.
With rapt attention to the previous speakers, and align myself with each and every one of them whose stem and branches. I say so because they all spoke and spoke intelligently, very, very well. Having said that, I want to say today, like we always say, is the day the Lord has made. Democracy, by its own definition, that we are often told from time to time, is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And if we take that into consideration, we agree that our amiable government, a man of the people, a gentleman par excellence, a man who is as humble as a lamb, a man of few words but full of action. He has brought to us in Edo State the actual meaning of practical governance. We are seeing governance in practical sense. It's not governance that is based on long speeches. It's not governance that is based on MOUs or promises that will never be fulfilled. It's governance that is based on practicality. And this you will attest to.
June 12th has been said to be Democracy Day. So we are celebrating democracy. We are celebrating democracy in Edo State. All the speakers who have spoken have given us good reasons why we must celebrate. I have seen a lot of governors, but I have never seen one like Okpebholo. And it reminds me of that time we were taught in primary school. They say you cannot judge a book by its covers. Okpebholo, you look at him, he looks like a lamb, does he not? Who would have thought that a man like this can have the courage to go after cultists in Edo State? Who would have thought that he can have the presence of mind to call his own team to order when he believes they have gone wrong? Leadership, like Oshomole will say, is not a popularity contest. Sometimes you have to take, serious decisions, and people will begin to wonder. But Okpebholo takes these decisions and he executes them so easily that people now begin to take him very, very seriously. On the basis of that, Your Excellency, I want to congratulate you, and I want to say that the grace of God that is upon you will take you to 10 and give you another 10 that is allowed by government.
We remember the is in the light of this dividend that we are here today to celebrate this day and to also acknowledge our governor, the working governor. A new Edo has risen because we have a governor who is working. He's bulldozing everywhere. We are seeing his footprints. And I call him, in fact, you see, this man, our governor, is so humble that I would say is the most humble governor I've seen, past and present in Nigeria. So, but because again, there are some things you don't expect from a very gentle man as this, and he's able to do them. I want to name him a gentle lion. Mr. Governor, I bring glad tidings from the people of Edo North. We believed in you before the elections, and we did it in the election. I'm holding that bragging right here that Edo North will deliver.
Democracy, my leader, my father, my brothers, my sisters, is not a trophy we won in 1983. It's a torch we must carry every single day with our voices, with our votes, and most importantly, with our values. We must not forget to mention Kudirat Abiola, the wife of the late MKO Abiola, who stood with her husband and believed in democracy, and which led to her death. We, the women, we appreciate her for being a role model. And we want to thank you for what we have been experiencing, that women have been given places in this government. It goes a long way to show that our governor is not just a governor, but a governor to the women as well. And we want to take it as the latest man of Edo State. And we also want to use this opportunity on behalf of all our women to say, please, we want more because we are so.
You know, a lot of us have faced a challenge during the time of past governments. That is not the way democracy is supposed to be. And today we are seeing that the Senator, Governor Okpebholo, have changed the narrative of real democracy, as you can see. Since he emerged as a governor, there is no crisis in Benin apart from courtesy crisis and community crisis. I think political crisis has been ended since Okpebholo emerged as a governor. There is no grenade that will throw in his time as a governor. There is no house that we have sincerely demolished by His Excellency if there is no crime involved. You see, the past government, we are doing all things because he has the power. Look at somebody that has power. They have not shown to us that he has power. They have not shown to us that is against the law. Please, a hand of applause for our Senator, Excellency Okpebholo. Please listen to we the youth. Since this election, since past election, we the youth have not been properly engaged.
Senator Neda Imasue, wey port comot from Labour Party, join APC with other ogbonge persons, na the major highlights of the Democracy Day jollification.
Today, I don't think it's going to be a speech because a lot has been said, and there's nothing yet for me to say. I start to say thank you so very much for receiving me into this big party, the APC. Now, there's history that is something that the government doesn't know about. The 10th Senate is a special class, and I'm especially reference to Senator Matthew. Together for the interest
doesn't matter when you join the party, it is what you do when you come in. And we do a lot of exploits to make sure that this party is made stronger. And so, for all our leaders here, I say thank you very much for receiving me. Thank you very much for having me as well as my own. And from today onwards, together, we shall work to make this party even stronger than it is. In the National Assembly, the Renew Hope mantra is something that we take very seriously. And it's not a brainer, it doesn't take much to convince the APC, especially when you see what our President, His Excellency Senator Okpebholo is here now. The kind of policies, the kind of bills, executive bills that he brings on, which makes a lot of people say they are rubber stamp. But I'm telling you today that there's no stopping as rubber stamping. Because when you see a good bill, it's a good bill. And it doesn't matter if the author of that bill is supported. And all the bills that have come are bills that are made to help the citizenry of this country. If you talk about the youth bill that has to do with student loans, which a lot of people are joining, it's something that is novel in this country. And so, joining the president to help to make sure that the Renew Hope agenda is seen through parliamentarily, and coming home to help and to join the executive government to make sure that what he has started continues. If you see Edo State now, it has become a construction site. He has turned into a construction site. And he's not afraid to choose this construction that when you see them, they are dirty. These constructions are something that will be there for a very long time and is what we are going to in this country, with transportation, jobs, and the rest. So, joining the party today is not a brainer for me. It's something that was not coming, and I'm glad that finally I'm here. Yes, I'm giving a promise that as I come to join, that I will work as seriously with you to make sure that the agenda that we have started, will all go behind you to make sure that it succeeds. Thank you all, Mr. Chairman of the party, and thank you as well, Secretary, and thank you for having me. Present many of those who are homeless, especially those who are inside the hall, their names, their works, their units, their local governments, to the chairman of the party, Mr. Chairman.
And they should also pay their dues up to date. Thank you. Welcome to the APC.
Ogbonge people wey show face for the event now. Deputy Governor Right Honorable Dennis Idausa, Secretary to the State Government Musa Ihilo, Chief of Staff Gani Audu, top APC ogas dem, commissioners, special advisers and members of the Edo State House of Assembly among others. Make una no forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am. We no dey take blame. A. Carter Ojesele, TMC News.